Thank you for watching Not My Bag.
If you're watching this, make sure to like and subscribe.
If you're listening, give a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Welcome back to another episode of Not My Bag. I'm Joe.
And I'm George, and today's guest is, well, obviously...
Sound a bit more fucking excited.
Yeah, come on.
Jesus Christ.
Today is my boy with Harvey.
We look like a little boy band, I think.
We are.
Yeah, you are.
This is actually why I got you on, because I just needed like a couple of contacts and so I was trying to get into
Singing stuff.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Teen Heartthrobs.
What song can I sing?
Sing anything. Sing one of my ones. I'm joking. You won't know any, you won't know any of my songs. Go on, don't worry about it. Go on. Sing anything. Go on.
Wait, what can I sing?
What song do you like? Anything by RD?
Sing, yeah.
Anything by RD?
Sing Ardy. Go on, sing an Ardy song.
Adiola, I want to roll with a geese.
That's not singing, George.
That is her.
That's mumbling.
That's rapping. Go on.
Yeah, it's all the same.
Are you a
thing.
bit nervous? He's a bit nervous.
Hey, do you know what
Don't
it
worry
is?
about it.
You guys have just made me sit here on my own podcast and made me rap.
Yeah. What's
Do
wrong
you
with
just
that?
want to take over or something?
Do you know,
Yeah, actually,
I've always wanted my own podcast, so I'm going over to this side.
I haven't told you, but the whole idea of today was to audition for a new co-host.
Really?
Yeah, you've been a bit jarring at the minute.
Yeah, okay, good
So
luck.
I
with
thought,
that.
let's bring in Harvey with no A and no R. So you just HRVY.
Yeah, he said this. We want to.
I want to know the history behind the name.
Did you just want to get
HRVY.
that short name on Insta?
Okay, I'll be totally honest, right? So I was actually originally Harvey Music on Instagram.
Okay,
right?
fine.
And
Yeah,
people would be like, "Oh, you're Harvey Music," and I thought, okay, that kind of fits the vibe.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Harvey
yeah.
Music. I'm a singer.
Yeah.
everything. And then one day, my manager turned around to me and was like, "Listen, mate, we need something out of the box. We need something cool, right?"
Right.
Okay, it gets worse.
Yeah.
It was like it gets worse than my actual HRVY. He said, "You need something to like, kind of like represent you in a way." I was like, "Okay, cool." He was like, "Where are you from?" And I was like, "Well, I'm from England." He was like, "So what about Harvey English?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Like the Johnny English
Like
tribute
Johnny
act.
That's what I said. I said, what, like Johnny English? He was like, "No, but like Harvey English." And I sat there for a few seconds and I thought,
And you
fucking
thought,
hell.
right, Captain Obvious.
Yeah. And then
This ain't gonna work.
And then I had a big meeting with like a record label and all these execs, and I was like, what if we took the vowels out the name? And I was like,
Yeah. And you thought, you know what? Put my trust in
do you know what? I thought at that point, do you know what? It can't
Yeah.
get any worse than Harvey English.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's just take the vowels out and just be HRVY.
Yeah.
And then, since then, I've been literally ripped for my name.
No, I don't think it's bad. I just basically, like, when
We
I
just didn't
first
understand.
saw your stuff, I was like, okay, like, how do I say his name? Like, is it Harvey? Is it HRVY?
People ask me.
But now it's Harvey, innit?
But yeah, but you know what it's like? You know like Scissor?
Yeah.
Like, it's Scissor, but
Yeah.
I feel like I feel like it's quite self-explanatory with the HRVY, or is it not?
No, I wouldn't think your name's like Michael. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
I
I'd hope so.
I know your name's Harvey.
Yeah. No, it is. It's a good name. It's a good name. Wasn't criticising names. Just wanted to know how to say it.
Listen,
how to say it?
I'm not trying to be defensive, but like,
I mean, you're coming across very defensive.
no, do you know what? Yeah, HRVY, but it stuck with me now.
Yeah.
But is
Kind
that
of like-
so? When you like headline a show or something, do you be like, "Hi guys, and I'm HRVY," or do you say like, "I'm Harvey"?
No, yeah, that's exactly what I say. I
Obviously
say, "What's up,
fucking
guys?
not.
I'm HRVY."
Obviously not.
Yeah. No,
I'm just asking.
No,
Hi
but-
guys, it's HRVY. Everyone's like, "Yole."
You've had how strong is that?
It's literally fine.
It's alright. But yeah, no, HRVY. That's the name.
Fine.
Yeah.
And for those that might not know you, you're a singer-songwriter, dancer.
Yeah, go on, keep going. I'm not anything else.
You've
but
been on
what
one
do you think?
podcast before?
Two actually.
Two.
So
Oh, yeah. No. I remember.
You
Yeah.
came second on Strictly Come Dancing.
George, he did well.
No, you did really well. We'll get onto that though. We'll get onto that.
I can't
He
take
was.
it.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
I was gonna say you were robbed, but
Yeah,
now
yeah.
I don't have two fingers.
No, I wasn't robbed. We'll get onto that.
Yeah,
That's how I think.
fine. No.
Let's start back in like, was it 2013?
Because you've been going for years.
Yeah,
You're
thanks.
like child star.
Yeah, no, yeah. Thanks.
Do you know what I'm shocked at?
How old are you?
I'm 26. That's not the point.
You're
No,
older
I'm
than-
not. I'm 25.
25.
I've
Well,
had a couple drinks too.
I'm going to be 24 this Saturday.
4 days,
24. on
Yeah,
Saturday.
yeah. So
by the time this goes out,
I'll be 24.
Guys, wish him
24.
happy birthday. in the comments.
Yeah, comment happy birthday.
You sound so excited.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
it's a child star.
sorry.
I'm surprised you haven't done a Macaulay Culkin and turned to
What?
heroin.
And done loads of drugs.
Yeah.
No, I'm just.
Why not?
Do you know what? I just didn't feel like injecting stuff into me. For some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah.
I don't know. There was
Do you
something
know
about
what?
it. I thought,
Same.
Do you know? I don't want
A
to be
bit off in it, but it's not right.
It's not really my vibe. I've been
Fine.
pretty clean cut my whole life.
But I was going to say, have you not had like the whole emo era? Like, so you got a tat? You got any more
Cut the
tats?
tats on your fingers.
Okay, so can I explain that?
Yeah.
So like this was like my rebellious stage about 3 years ago. And I
Okay,
thought,
fine. What were you, 12?
No, get on. No, get on. No, do you know what? I don't know. I think I was like 19, 20. And I was in LA, and I was like, do you know what? Like, I'm done being this like squeaky clean like singer. Listen,
yeah.
Let me explain. Stop. Let me finish.
Let me explain.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I need to get tattoos because that's going to make people think that I'm edgy.
Yeah.
Especially if there's one visible on my neck.
Fine.
Great idea.
If you've got a neck tattoo, then you're obviously fucking cool.
You're basically like Uzi
Yeah.
Vert or something.
But yeah, one of the littles. So I went to a tattoo shop in Melrose and I got these done on my fingers.
Fine.
Sick.
Obviously,
Pain on them? How were they?
shockingly bad.
Were they?
These hurt the most out of all of them.
Did they?
I'm swearing at everyone. No, these hurt the most. And then surprisingly, and
Oh, he's got another one there.
I've got another
got
one.
loads.
Okay, like this is quite a fun story, but not a fun
That's
story.
a good tattoo though.
Sick, right? Can I tell you the story about
What is it?
So
Look at the detail on that.
don't laugh. It is really good.
Yeah, it's a good tattoo.
It says lone wolf in Mandarin.
Okay, fine.
Right then, it's just
Yeah, but
Yeah.
because I thought again I was edgy because I'm like
I'm a lone wolf. I'm on my own.
I'm on my own. I'm not part of a band. Like
Man's on the stage on his own.
I'm on my own. I'm a lone wolf.
Yeah.
So I got that, but then it turns out the guy who did it then got like cancelled online for being a nonce,
Right.
but not too.
so
long after.
he wasn't a lone wolf.
Yeah, so
He was a predator.
yeah, so that
was the wolf.
He was
He
the
was the
wolf.
wolf. He was the wolf. So that's the only bittersweet thing about the tattoo because I look at it and then I just think nonce.
Yeah. No,
A little bit.
I get you.
And
I
then,
get you. That's a shame, but it's a good one.
It's a good one. And then this is my mum's birthday. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Nice.
cute. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, but I
What's
can't-
wrong with
Joe, I got tatted in LA.
Did you? Go on,
Yeah,
let me see.
massive ink. No, it's actually the smallest tattoo. You know, you just mentioned Scissor.
Come on.
So I really like Scissor's album. So I
Sick,
just
okay.
got in the font. It's
I
got
like
that.
that.
But what's that thing you said from TikTok the other day about?
Control Alt Delete.
No. You said about that sound that's like I'm tatted up or something. What is it?
Oh, I'm tatted. Take me off the roster, dude. That's him. No,
I don't know that. Don't know that one. Sorry.
Anyway.
You've got like what 4.5 mil on TikTok.
I'm so bad on TikTok. It's the thing that I'm trying to be like an influencer a little bit now.
Right, are you?
Yeah, a little.
Welcome to the School of Influencing
Yeah.
with the Baggs brothers.
Yeah, do you know
Talk
what?
you through it.
I just think you can come across more on TikTok and you can be fun and you can still be an artist, but I think you can be fun
Yeah.
and upload stuff. So you might need to help me do some TikToks
Fine.
after this.
Fine. Deal.
Hit us up after.
If I have
So
to.
yeah. But anyway, sorry, yeah. But so that's why
Tatted,
that's why I'm tatted. That's why I'm tatted, dude. Because I'm grungy and I'm cool. And
Okay.
So where did it start? So 2013.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, we digress. We
So
always do this.
I did see a YouTube video of yours a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Of you reacting to your old did you used to do like covers and stuff?
Yeah. So when I was like 13, this was back in the Facebook days.
No,
Right.
right.
Yeah. So we're digging
Bloody
deep.
hell.
Yeah. So
Oh.
I was what you call. I'm gonna be big headed. People call me Facebook famous.
Right, okay, fine.
So I remember.
I'm with basic royalty right now.
Yeah, no, you are Facebook royalty. So I remember being in like school and class, and I'd uploaded a video of me singing with my friend who played the guitar, right?
Okay.
And I've always sung, but I never knew that I could like have it as a career. Obviously, I was
Yeah,
just doing
yeah.
it for banter.
Yeah.
Not for banter. I was just doing it because I enjoyed it.
Banter.
For banter, no. Yeah, fuck, it's so funny. I sing it's so funny. No,
Well, we've obviously got different ideas of banter, HRVY.
no, I did it because I like singing, right?
No.
And all right, cool. I'm trying to be cool. And then I posted it, and I went into school the next day, and I was really nervous, obviously,
Yeah,
because I knew I was going to get like hounded by everyone.
Yeah.
And
Every underage person
yeah.
at school, basically.
and then I got like it got like 1,000 views in a day on Facebook, and I was like, well, I've made
Internet
it.
phenomenon.
I was like, well, I'm going to drop out of school because I've got 1,000 views.
Yeah.
And everyone.
But no, it did well for.
No, but then it started kind of getting around my local area, and
Yeah.
then I released a cover of me singing Titanium.
Okay, fine.
And I was really small, like really kind of round and chubby. And I did this cover, and it blew up. Like, it got like millions of views on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then I was like, do you know what? Like maybe I could actually do this as a career, maybe.
And then a year later, you were like,
Well, yeah. So I got signed really quickly. I signed to management, and then I'll make this story really, really short because I don't want to bore you guys. But basically, my first ever show live was in a stadium in Reading.
Was this just Harvey
Stadium.
English or?
No, this was just Harvey. This was just Harvey. I was like Beyonce at the time. It was just HRVY. It's just my name, right?
Yeah.
And then I did this stadium show, and I was supporting Jessie J. But it was,
I love it, Jesse.
yeah. No. And anyway, and then
Can you sing with your mouth closed?
no, I can't.
You can't.
I don't have any kind of talents like that.
Maddie
I can't-
Jepsen could.
Can she?
Yeah, she did it on the pod, didn't she?
I can't do any of those. I can do this. Wait, just give me a second because it doesn't always happen first time. Wait, don't. No. Don't.
that was good.
No, but yeah, but it can be better than that. Just
Like a,
wait. Watch. No.
That's so weird. That's so weird.
I can do better than that. I promise. Just.
That is a talent. That's better than the.
That's good. That's going on TikTok.
That's good.
But yeah,
It sounds like me dropping a turd. That does.
does it?
Yeah.
That's small. That sounds like
Yeah, I was about to say, don't.
Like Chip with his twitchy arsehole.
And then so I did the show and I was supporting Jesse J and JLS. There were loads of people on it,
Right.
And I was so nervous, and it was the first time I ever sung outside of my kitchen.
Really?
insane.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Talk about 0 to 100.
Yeah, literally.
Didn't even busk in between.
No. None of the busking
No.
stuff. No. I was.
No.
I skipped the busking.
Did you
Yeah.
ever?
You're past the Ed Sheeran.
Yeah. I didn't do that shit. But
No.
Now, obviously, like where you are now, do you ever look back at school and think like them fuckers that laughed at me in school? Like,
No, did anyone laugh at you? Because I don't.
did
think
I
you
get
said.
laughed at? I got things shouted across
No,
me.
of
Like,
course.
like,
I didn't know. I just.
No, but I'm just saying.
Okay, so like I say I lived this kind of like Miley Cyrus and Hannah Montana life.
Okay.
Right? Let me explain.
But it gives me them vibes because you were so young.
No,
I
really.
said to Joe earlier, and I don't think you would take offence to this because I'm pretty sure we're friends with me. You're like the English Jacob Sartorius. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? No, it's that sort of like you
Yeah.
were really young, you had a music career.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I'll take that one.
He definitely just took offence.
I'm definitely
Really
gonna
bad,
go home and
like,
literally
really
cry.
bad.
I'm literally gonna
I just saw the tear. Hello, darkness.
It's
my
actually
old
really nice to see. Like, I see, like, no, I've actually got a story about that. But I'll move on to that after. I need to finish this story because
Yeah,
I'm
no,
going like from
Sorry,
story to
sorry,
story.
no,
What was I
Jesse
saying?
J,
Jesse
JLS.
J. But then what was I saying after that?
It was big.
People were laughing at you.
People like in school. Sorry, yeah, like this whole Hannah Montana life, right? So I'd go into school and I didn't want, even though I posted stuff on the internet, I wanted to be so separate.
Fine.
Like I remember being asked a lot by my like school teachers, like, "Oh, we'd love you to sing in assembly," and I couldn't think of anything more soul and social destroying
Yeah.
than doing that.
And you know what? It's like a curse. The people that always used to sing at school never made it.
They
never made it.
So this is the thing. So, there was a lot of other people in the music department
Yeah.
that were going up and doing singing in assembly, and my teachers were like, "Harvey, like you're doing this like quite seriously online.
Yeah.
Why can you not give us? Why can't you do an assembly? Like,
You're
are you
whipping
embarrassed?
off, right?
Yeah. And I'm like, yeah.
Ooh,
We're like, ooh, yeah.
As you go to fix your toupee to go out the room.
And that's what it felt like. I felt like I was in a double life. And then I didn't even join the music. Like when I did my GCSEs, it was like I was going to do drama or music.
Yeah.
And I was doing, and I was obviously singing, and I didn't do music. So I genuinely didn't want. It sounds so strange, but I enjoyed doing music and posting it, but I didn't want to be anything
Unfair
to do with
advantage
it.
as well.
What's that?
If you can sing, then do you know what I mean?
But I said, well, no, it wasn't. There's obviously loads of me that ain't that good.
It's unfair on the people at the back playing the fucking triangle. Do you know what I mean?
That's why.
What's wrong with playing the triangle? I used to play
There's
the
nothing wrong
triangle.
playing the triangle, but
I used
if
to get
had
given the triangle.
HRVY at the front of the fucking room,
Giving it
I'd be like,
yeah, thank you.
that's right.
Thank you. Well, yeah. So
I compliment in strange ways.
Well,
So you supported Little Mix as well?
yeah, whilst I was in school.
Crazy.
Whilst you were at
That's
school.
a flex. That's a flex.
That is such a flex.
That is a flex,
Well,
isn't it? Like,
I remember.
how was your weekend? Yeah, fine. I just played a bit of COD. Yeah, I supported with Little Mix. You know what I mean?
To be
mate?
fair, at certain points, I probably wish I was playing COD because it was actually really nerve wracking for me.
Yeah,
Even
yeah.
like when I was that age, it sounds mad to say this, but I didn't enjoy it. Like,
Right.
I really wanted.
It's just a lot of pressure as well, isn't it? You're like,
Yeah.
And that's what I've
How
learned.
old were you at
I was
that time?
14, right? No, 14, 15. And I remember, my head teacher made me go up in assembly. Like, this makes me want to die. But there was like, we got a little announcement at the end of assembly and then a picture of my face. And then the Little Mix girls came up on the projector and I was literally sat there with my mates. And I was like, and everyone just started clapping and I was like, and I had to get up and stand at the front. And it was like, so, gonna tell everyone, and I was like, yeah, I'm supporting Little Mix. Like, actually embarrassed about it, and that's really horrible to say because it was such a cool achievement, and I was actually, and I should have been proud of myself, but I was more scared of what other people thought. At that time, so I was honestly terrified. I was like, yeah, I'm supporting Little Mix, and I was like, thanks, bye, and I walked off. Like I hated it, but then I did. Yeah, I supported Little Mix on their first ever arena tour. It was mad. I mean, I hated every second of it because I was so scared.
So basically, a lot of artists, when they support other artists, don't actually meet them. Did you meet the girls a lot?
Okay, so I had that kind of initial impression as well. I thought when you support people, you don't really meet them.
Because sometimes you just cross them, don't you? Like,
Yeah, and that does happen. You know, you cross them in the hallway and it's like, hi. and that's it, because they have their own thing, they have their own thing, and I get that, and you have your own thing going on. But I did meet the girls, and they were all so lovely, like genuinely such nice girls, and it was their first arena tour, so I think they were kind of like,
gassed about it.
and they were nervous,
yeah.
and they absolutely smashed it, and they made me feel really welcome. And I remember being in the catering, and they came over with a cake saying thank you so much.
Oh, that's really nice.
And I'll never like forget it. And I thought that was a really nice touch, because they didn't need to do it. Because I mean, who was I? I was fucking half English or whatever I was at the time, and they were Little Mix, so they didn't need to do it. But they were it was really nice to have that kind of
sweet.
Like,
I was just gonna ask, like, it's a bit of a personal question. I'm not asking for exact figures, but what did you get like paid to do something like that, or was it to promote you?
No, I think these are good questions, because I don't think people realise and understand this. So when I was in school, people were like, oh, you must be minted, you must be so rich, and I was sitting there thinking like,
don't mind me.
No. Do you know what I was going to say? Do you want to film me out?
Top me up as well.
Yeah, just treat the gay side as a bar. Rename this heaven.
I think it's a really good thing for people to know that when I was younger, I mean, a lot of my friends used to turn around and say, oh my God, you must be so rich. Like you must be making so much money or doing all this stuff. And that's not the case. Like when you sign to a record label, they're like a bank, right? You've got to pay that money back, right?
Fine.
And then
did you sign like a 360 deal?
I signed a 360 deal. And when you go on tour, these, like, especially when you're younger and you're a new artist, like you pay to be on that stage.
Of course, yeah.
To be shown.
I never knew that.
And I never knew that. So I remember like turning up to do this show, and I was like, oh, cool. Like, you know, obviously I'm new, but am I going to get paid? Do I have some like pocket money out of this?
Yeah.
And then
especially as well, you were what, 14 at this time?
Yeah.
14.
I didn't care about getting paid, but then my management turned around and was like, oh no, this is costing 30 grand to be on this tour. Yeah. I didn't pay that, but the record label paid it, right?
It's mental though, isn't it?
It is, but it's also a chance for you to be on stage and to show people and showcase yourself.
You don't know who's watching.
Exactly. And that was my first ever show, and I paid to be on there. But then I also remember getting my first ever advance. When you sign to a record label, you get given an advance. Yeah. And I'll never forget being 14, and I signed this deal, and they were like, okay, so you're going to get 11 grand to sign this. And obviously I'm 14, like I think I might be 13. I'm in school, like,
what do I do with 11? How many FIFA points can you buy?
Exactly, like literally. Like, I remember just thinking, like, I am so, like, when I was younger, I was like, I'm so rich. Like, this is so cool. And I remember going out and buying a designer backpack. What's it called? One with the studs on it. MCM.
Yeah.
I remember going into Choice at Bluewater. I live in Kent, and it's like my local shopping centre.
Oh, we love it, Bluewater.
Yeah, a little Bluewater. And I like marched in there, and I was like, yeah, I love that one. I took it down. I stuck it on.
Was it brown?
No,
black.
No, it was white. It was white.
Oh.
No. It was black. It was black. It was black. It was black. Black MCM bag. And I remember the guy was like, "Oh, do you want to know how much it was?" And I was like,
"Nah, I don't want
that's right. Just like I'll pay for it." Thinking that I was like one of the little Uzi. Like, I think I was a rapper. But I remember just thinking, this is so amazing that I've got this opportunity. And I was obviously really humble, but I actually didn't spend any of it. I remember buying that one bag. Yeah. And apart from that, I kept all of it. I didn't really spend it.
I think it's good to treat yourself once in a while if you're doing well. But I think the people that are major, like extravagant, are the ones that also don't actually have the money to back it up.
Okay, so like 100%. And I've always been, I like to say this, I've always been pretty good, like very careful with my money. Like I've always like, not to sound so boring, but I've like invested it, and like I built my own house like in lockdown in 20.
George showed me. Looks dang.
And I'm so like lucky and humble.
Is it true? Do you live like next to your mum and dad?
Yeah, they live next door.
Yeah,
that's so banging though. I didn't think that's the dream. Chuck your washing over the fence.
Look, I'm not lying. Our fence panel's up, and I go in there every single day.
That's so
and
sick.
That
is the dream.
I get breakfast and I get dinner, and then
you get to go back to your own crib.
And then I walk back around and go back to my own crib.
That's so sick.
And not that I use my parents for that, but they're like, shout out to Lee and Nikki, but it's actually so good because I get the best of both worlds. I get my own space, I get like private time, but then I get to go around there and my mum will make me dinner.
Do you have house parties?
I don't.
You don't?
And again,
we're trying to get rid of this squeaky clean thing.
No, okay.
Where's the crack? Where's the party?
I'll give you some stories, but like at my at my house, I'm so house proud and I love my house, and I'm a bit of a neat freak.
I'm like that.
I'd actually. Like, I've had a few, like, I call them gatherings. I've had like 10 people around before. Like, whoa,
stop
me.
That's enough for me to get a few stains on the carpet.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and I've actually got a stain-proof sofa. I will say this actually. Shout out to Swift Sofas. Not that. They didn't endorse me.
This was not a sponsor.
No, it's not a sponsor. They didn't even give me anything. But it's a stain. It's a stain-free sofa, and I've spilt many things on there, and there's many different stains.
And it actually works.
And it actually comes off.
I'll be noting that down after.
Yeah, it's actually really, really good.
Have you got a dog? Or pet?
No, so I've got 2 dogs, but they live next door. I ship them. I'm a weekend.
So they're mum and dad's dogs.
No, they're mine, but I'm a weekend dad because I didn't want them weeing all over my carpets and stuff like that. So I was like, listen.
So to be fair,
This man's living the dream.
I know.
Living the absolute dream.
like again, we'll probably touch on it, but you are with someone now. Aren't
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
But like this for me,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
a massive green flag. That's a huge green flag.
That is,
I've got dogs, but they're with mum and dad because I want the house clean.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just a green flag.
Yes.
I would say I'm a pretty.
Do you fancy him, saying?
Well, he's on my side.
To be fair, I'm on the side.
Well, anyway.
All right. Do you want to swap sides?
Sorry. To not make it weird. Right. Let's fast forward. So 2017.
Yeah.
You were presenting on CBBC.
Wait, so when was this in terms of time frame?
Okay,
so
shall I
you
give
supported
it-
Little Mix in that?
Yeah, okay.
That was 2014, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I'll give you a time frame. So I signed my first record deal when I was 14.
Yeah.
I went on tour with Little Mix at 15.
Yeah.
I then.
While on topic Little Mix, sorry, just really quickly, you said Jessie Nelson pranked you.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, I wanna
Nelson
know about
proper
this.
got me.
Yeah.
I was presenting on a TV show when I was 15 on CBBC on
Right.
Friday Download.
Yes, this is what I was
Bear in
gonna get
mind,
to.
I just want to get this out there because I get booked on quite a few presenting jobs now. Like people want to do me, and they're like, they say to me like, "Oh, you've used an auto cue before, or you've used an earpiece before, or you're a presenter, you know what to do." And I don't. But
Right.
like, I can't explain to you how much of a non-presenting job this was. It says presenter. We got given not a script. We got given bullet points, a little bit like your whiteboard behind
Right.
the camera that you guys can't see. Yeah.
Well, we've
Sorry.
just been exposed
No.
by HRVY.
And,
Thanks, HRVY.
Right. And so we got given bullet points. There was 8 of us.
Right.
So there's eight people presenting. So it's hardly like
Sounds like the Hunger Games, that does.
Yeah, right. And then they said chat. And then we chat for 10 minutes, no script. And then they cut it down and they put it like on CBBC, right?
Fine.
But people think that I'm this presenter that I'm not. I can't do it. Like, I'm so bad with like remembering stuff. I can't read quick enough. But I did that. So I was presenting.
Fine.
Where was I going with that? Link me back round. Gone. Well,
Jessie.
Jesse. So I was on this show.
Right. There's something about shit you are presenting.
Sorry, yeah. I'm fucking shit at podcasts as well, clearly. And then I went on this show Friday Download and she pranked me. And obviously my point was I wasn't a professional presenter.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
a long way around.
So what did she do?
So I was talking about her and her boyfriend at the time. Right?
Chris Hughes?
No, we're talking
this is
like
ages
one-
ago.
This is way before.
Yeah,
This is like 6 years
I
ago.
don't think Love Island was even a thing.
Oh, she was with Colleen Nolan's son as well.
Oh, no, she was with like
She loves the bad boys.
the Rixton.
Yeah.
And then and she pranked me and I was asking a question about a boyfriend and it was like they were both wearing hats and in the script they said all you've got to ask is your one question, Harvey, because I went down the line.
Yeah.
And I thought I can remember one line.
Yeah.
Your one question, it was something like, do you and your boyfriend both like wearing the same hats? Well, like
Random question.
Yeah,
though.
good luck.
because there was a picture of them both wearing the same hat.
Yeah,
One of those
right,
hats,
okay.
yeah. And I said it, and she was like, "What do you think that like I just copy everything like my boyfriend would do? Like kind of like or like." and then she said, "Like I have my own person kind of thing. I don't really want to talk about my boyfriend."
My whole arsehole would have just fallen
Can I
out.
tell you something now? Like I was sat there and I was like. Watch the clip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, bless me. Like, I actually feel sorry for myself because I was only 15, and I was like, "Oh no, I didn't mean like that. I just thought, oh no, you wore the same hats." And she was like, and she kind of just looked around, and then she got up and she left the set and pretended to cry.
No, that's so mean.
Listen, and then I looked around, my face was like this.
That's so mean.
There's a clip of me just doing that, yeah. And then all my other like my cast members were like, "It's all right, don't worry, it should be okay." And then one of like the producer women came, like was standing there and she was like, "It's okay, but we'll sort this out." And
Oh, so everyone was in on it.
As soon as I saw that figure, I was like, "Okay, this is proper serious."
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I bet you thought I'm going to lose my job.
No, I actually,
lose my job?
no, it wasn't that. It was more, I was like, "Don't cry." Because I'm in a room
Fine.
full of
Yeah.
like grown adults, like
Yeah.
I'm a proper presenter, and I was in front of my friends, and she went off and Perry I think said to me, "Oh, "As I better bang out of order," right? So she
Perry as well.
like I forgot, you have to watch the clip, but one of them said something like that, and I remember just thinking, this
fuck
is
yeah,
proper.
yeah.
I shouldn't have. In
Yeah.
my head, I was like, I shouldn't have asked that. I didn't even blame it on the people that wrote the script. I blamed it on myself.
Yeah.
Like, why did you do that?
Why did I say it? And they turned around and they were like, "Oh, like it was only a joke." Like, and I was
I
like,
would have
live?
fully
it
have
wasn't
been like,
and I was like, "Ha ha ha!" Like honestly, trying not to cry. Like,
Yeah, I would've been
genuinely.
fuming.
No.
And I, you know what, fair play. It was a good prank, but
I hate stuff like that though.
yeah,
Because it goes past the joke. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, if
you
you
know
leave
what?
it too long,
Yeah.
past the joke.
and that's the thing. It was about a minute too long.
Yeah, there's a window where you're like, oh mate, I'm joking. You're like, oh, you got.
You're
it
like,
there.
I've just prolapsed.
Yeah, I've just shat myself. And everyone's like, oh, banter. But I remember getting backstage and everyone was like, oh, you took that like a champ. And all that. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, it's easy, bro. I'm HRVY.
Almost 10 years later and you're like, fuck you.
No, you know what? when I still watch that clip, I'll kid you not, my hands still get clammy because I know what's coming up.
Oh, it's horrible.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so that was that. But yeah.
And then
Friday download, wasn't it?
Yes, so then you were presenting Friday download, was it?
Yeah.
How long were you doing that for?
I did that for about a year. And I did that on Saturdays because all child licenses and stuff like that.
Just a bit of fun?
Yeah, it was a bit of fun. Like I got like paid a couple £100 to do it, and I was like, "Cool, this is so cool. I've got like a working job. I'm on CBBC. I get to stay up in a hotel in London. And I thought that this was great. Like I'm enjoying this. I was with friends. And
then you kind of just started making music a bit more seriously, really, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I remember I did a lot of covers. And that was like my thing. Like I was doing covers and people really enjoyed them and I enjoyed doing them. And I didn't really think about doing original music just yet. I mean, I had stuff.
Yeah.
Did
you write?
I did write, but this was the thing. I was very scared to write music because I thought,
is it gonna be shit? Is
that
is
some
is
of
it gonna be any good?
No, and some of it
hard to like write a hit as well.
Do you know what? And it's not even that. It's like you go into these rooms and you search them up on Instagram before you go into these rooms, and you're with this producer who's done like, I don't know, like Justin Bieber and all these people, and this songwriter who's done like Katy Perry, and you're like, oh my god. So you go into these rooms and you're like, I don't want to suggest something because they're gonna think,
who's this kid? Like,
you write with them.
So when I was, and I still write with people. I mean, it's so good to collaborate with these songwriters because this is what they do for a living. Like they are pure. Like every day they write songs and they're so talented.
That's why I love SZA. She does it all herself.
And that is mad. And I write a lot of my own music, but I feel like because I've done it since I was so young, I've now kind of like always relied on someone else in the room with me.
There's nothing wrong with like being inspo or like healthy collaboration people.
But do you know what I feel like it's like?
Because also, just to put like my 2 pence piece in, you see most
you do it.
No, but you see most of the songs nowadays at the top charting. Like I'm Good, for example, BB Rex and David Guetta, like Eliza Rose, Baddest of Them All,
they're
with people. They're all with people. They're samples.
But do you know what it's like?
It's so much harder nowadays to actually do a song on your own.
Yeah. It's like a podcast. And not to sound like really cringy, but it's like it works with you two so well.
Because
you bounce off each other. So like
when you're telling me I can't do solo. Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying, don't do a solo career, right? No, but I just think. Sorry, I'm just breaking down. I'm trying to break down your set.
What's Pammy? Thank you.
Oh yeah. I didn't even see that. It's always good to work with someone in the room. Like, I feel like that always helps me a lot. And I do write my own music on my own, but so like some of it I don't release all the time.
But also, you could have 3 out of the 4 lines that are really good. And if you're with someone, they're like, actually, let's change this last line to X, Y, Z. Do you know what I mean?
The amount of times I've been in a room and someone just changes like 1 or 2 words and it honestly makes the song so much better. Like it just clicks. So
that's like me and you with videos and stuff, isn't it? I say something and you're like, no, that's good, but what if we change this and it actually turns out really well? I think
it's better to have like that collaboration, 100%.
It's also really important to have someone's perspective because I write songs sometimes and I'm like, all right, well, this is going number 1. Like if I release this, and then someone will listen to it and I'll go, oh yeah, that's good. And
I think you need people like that in your life.
I'm like, no, sorry, and I always do the same. I'm like, oh, you should listen to that again. Listen to this bit.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting in there, and do you know what my pet peeve is, right? And I think a lot of songwriters and artists will know this. When you're playing someone a song, in a car, and they start chatting to someone in the back.
No, that's just downright rude. That's just downright rude.
I wouldn't even care, but I'm like, oh, I've got this new song to show you. Can you listen to it? And they're like, yeah. And you're playing it, and it hasn't even got to the chorus yet. And they're like, oh, yeah, so do you want to go for Nando's?
No, that's just rude.
And I'm sitting there. I'm looking in my mirror, and I'm like,
Harvey, even if I hated that song, I promise I would never, ever do that.
Yeah. No, but it's good to have those people that are real with you.
I think I've always said that, like, especially with like what we do as well, it's always really good to have someone there that's like, that is a terrible idea. Don't do that. And me and George will happily say it to each other.
Look, don't get me wrong.
Fuck me with my arms. We do
say
down, right?
We do say that to each other. And we do get annoyed. Like we do it all the time. But
afterwards, the day after, I'm so glad.
I'm glad we didn't post that video. I'm glad I didn't do that. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's always good to have someone's other perspective.
Yeah.
Definitely, it really helps.
Yeah. So then we're not lone wolf. Wink, wink.
But that's what I mean. Like, fair play to you doing what you're doing, like, or what you did or whatever on your own. Like, mate. As I said to Joe, I could never imagine doing what we do now on our own. Like, I'd be way out my depth and stuff.
It's a weird one because when I was younger, I actually auditioned for 2 boy bands when I was
younger.
Did you? Yeah. And I've always wanted to be on my own, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Like, I thought I can do this. But
and you have, really.
Do you know what I mean? To be fair to myself, like, I ain't even going to big myself up here.
I'm about to
give you a stat. I think I've just reached over 2 billion streams, across my music on Spotify and Apple Music and YouTube. And like, I don't normally sit there. Honestly, I genuinely don't. Like, I think I've done pretty well. But I wouldn't say I'm like massively
Do you know
successful.
what? Whilst we're on the stats thing, I did a bit of stat searching, right?
Go on, please pick me up.
So you got 6.3 million monthly listeners on Spotify, which is crazy. That's 10% of the UK.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'll take that.
So that's pretty insane.
I'll have that.
You've then nearly got 2.9 million on YouTube.
Yeah.
So we'll push that to like 3 mil.
Yeah,
Do you know
as
what
soon
I
as
mean?
this goes out, I'm getting 4 or 5 mil. Go on.
I wish.
We fucking hope
but no,
so.
So you've got, I think it's 101 videos on YouTube, and you've got 599 million views in total. So that's nearly 6 million. Well, that's just under 6 million views.
We're talking like averages.
Every video, yeah, that's an average. So that's insane.
Like
That's
6
quite
million
good.
people,
Quite good.
every single
Yeah, it's
video. Then you've got like plus 600k on Twitter.
He's sat here like...
He's got nearly 4.5 million on TikTok.
So Harvey just wants to come on here for a hype man,
Basically, no. What me and Joe were looking at, we were like, this man really has half of the UK, but like
I don't. I appreciate that. It was so nice. I actually was really nice. I'm actually going to go home and smile.
Oh, George is a fan.
No, but I genuinely don't. I never mean this. I never look at numbers ever. Like, there was a really toxic part of my life when I was probably about like 19, and when I was in LA. And I will kind of skip forward from like the whole Friday download kind of thing. I went to America the day after my prom, and I kind of got involved with all these people in America, and it was really cool. And I made some really cool friends, and I basically started to go out there like every 3 or 4 months. And I'd stay out there for months at a time.
Right.
And I accidentally fell into it. I accidentally fell into music, and I accidentally fell into this whole social media thing.
Yeah.
And I remember getting out there, and like, it was all about being green. There was a thing called Social Blade. Was it Social Blade at the time? I think that's what it was called. And it was all about being green, so just being in the positive, like gaining like 4,000 like new followers on Instagram a day.
Right.
And I kid you not, I remember going to dinners and people being like, "Oh, like this person's coming along," and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, search up his Social Blade." Someone will search up their Social Blade, and it'll be like, "Oh, he lost 200 followers in the red today." And I'm not making it up.
It sounds like Black Mirror.
No,
it sounds like Black Mirror.
And I didn't realise how toxic that was to be a part of until like after. And I remember thinking, "Oh, okay," and they'll be like,
the anxiety from that.
Yeah. And I was like, can you be bothered to meet these people? I wasn't genuinely, because I'm from the UK, it was so different. Like, in the UK, people are quite straight up and everyone's quite dry. But out there, it was very like, "Hey, how are you, bro? Like, you're so fucking great, man." Like,
But as soon as you're in that red, they're like, "The fuck is this guy?"
Genuinely. And
horrible.
And I met so many people out there, and they're like still like massive now. And I was just kind of part of this little world, and that's when I did my song "Personal." And that was kind of what kind of blew me up.
I remember that.
That's what I'm really thanks to that song. I mean,
Was your first song "Thank You"? Was that your first? Yeah,
mate, you've done your research.
I've done my research, guys. But no, that was it. So like your first, like as you said, your big song to Bart was
Personal.
Personal. Sorry,
It was Personal. It was the first big one, and I remember being out in the States and. My record label, I remember I signed to a record label, Virgin EMI, and they had like Shawn Mendes and they had Taylor, all these massive people.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, I really want this Personal to be the lead song of my EP." And they were like, "No, it's not good enough. It's not a good enough song. People won't like." They were just like kind of like weren't with it. We want this other song to be the forefront.
And what was that?
There's a song called "Talk to You," right?
Right. Okay.
Talk to you.
Yeah. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, you're a record label. I've signed to you guys know what's best. So I let them kind of like take the reins. But I said, please. Can I have a music video for this song, Personal? And I was like, okay, we'll give you a budget for a music video.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it does. And I went out to the States and I did this music video. And nowadays, you do these music videos and record labels like pay like hundreds of thousands, not just in the sets, but hundreds of thousands on getting influencers to be a part of the video.
Right.
Yeah.
Fine, yeah.
So like, and they, and that's and I get that it gets the views and that makes the record labels money, and I understand that, but I was just friends with all these people. They were just my mates.
Fine.
And I remember like some of the biggest TikTokers at the time, they had like 60 million on. It was back in Musically. It was Musically. I remember one of the girls. Her name is Baby Ariel, and she's lovely, really, really lovely. And I remember her distinctly texting me, being like, "Is it okay if I come down to a music video set today and be with everyone?" And I was like, wait, why are you asking me? Like, I should be like
when you're one of the biggest on the
So you had like a lot of these big stars in the video.
But yeah, in the video, but just because they were like, I was part of that and they were friends.
And that's so decent.
And because everyone was going down to the set, people didn't want to miss out. They wanted to come and have fun.
Yeah.
And I remember doing this music video in this school, and I obviously never knew what it was going to amount to. And now it's had like 300 million streams on Spotify and like 300 million or whatever, or something close to that. I don't know. Not that I check every day. No, I actually don't. I actually don't. But and that kind of changed my life.
Yeah.
But that was a really nice moment, because that was one of the genuine moments of LA when people kind of came together for me.
But then it shows as well with you, like going out to LA, as much as when you were out there it could have been toxic, that it kind of just all comes in a full circle. That it was the right thing to do. You know what I mean?
It was the right thing to do, and it was fun, and I had a really, really good time, and I made so many memories, and I made really cool friends. But like, I remember thinking when I was 19, I'm going to buy a house out in the hills. This is what I'm going to do. I remember saying to my parents, like, guys, I love you, but I want to move out of like this village. And
that didn't go.
That didn't go to plan. I've lived on the same road all my life. And
you never escaped.
I never escaped, but I'm glad, because I couldn't see myself living in LA. I love London. Like,
I think it's a superficial vibe out there as well, which is a lot. It's like as soon as you're like over, then it's like on to the next.
Do you know what? It's so fun to go out there and to live this lifestyle, and it's so chill. Like I'll always say, like in the UK, like everyone's like, right, let's go to the, for instance, let's go to the studio and write music.
Yeah.
Let's get there for 10:30, 11. We'll get there and we'll write the song. In LA, it's like, yo, bro, like let's meet at like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and then you'll get there. So I'm making myself fucking cringe doing an accent. Please don't.
No, you know it very well.
Yeah. And then I get out there, and then they'll be like, yo, let's go grab some lunch. So you go grab lunch.
And then all of a sudden,
all of a sudden, it's like 4 o'clock, and they're like, yo, I've got to go at 6. So let's just vibe. And you'll vibe for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then that's it. And everything's very relaxed and kind of like.
But I mean, a lot of good music comes out of America, doesn't it? So it must be working.
America is like, when it comes to music, it's like my favorite kind of. I love American music, but some of the producers I work with are very chill. Which is cool.
Chill. A bit too chill.
Sometimes, but it does work. But yeah, not to bash America.
I love you. So then after that, so you then did Strictly, didn't you?
Yeah,
which is like
Series
big,
18,
which was like
20...
big in terms of like obviously British. It's like one of the biggest British shows you can go on. And you done any TV before that in terms of like big shows like that? Or
so how did that come about? Like, did you just get?
Okay, so they asked me the year before, and I was doing my music thing, and I was on tour, right? And this is hard to explain, but like a lot of people think I'm American. Actually, I still get comments on my TikTok today saying, you're British, and I'm like, I'm really British. I'm proper British. Proper geezer. And people think I'm American, right? And a lot of my fan base was actually in like America and Germany, and especially in Asia. My biggest streaming territory is in Indonesia.
Because I just saw you've been out to India and stuff, and
it's mad.
You were getting mobbed in the street.
Yeah, they treat me like I'm like Justin Bieber, and I'm definitely not. I'm like the Walmart
You're like
version.
the UK's Justin Bieber.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm like what? I'm like the UK Jacob Stories.
No, I feel bad for that.
Not that's a bad thing. But
that was so rude.
No, I'm saying that I actually know Jacob Real is actually a really sweet guy. Okay. Jacob's actually lovely.
Yeah, Wikipedia backed me, right? They just said you're really good friends with Jacob.
No, exactly. That is actually
you need to check on your Wikipedia.
But what was I saying? Sorry, before I got interrupted.
So you went on Strictly.
Yeah. Okay, how did it come about? So a lot of my fan base was like really, really like kind of spread out around the world, right? And I kind of wanted to do some more stuff in the UK. Because in 2019, I traveled to like 26 different countries. It was crazy. Like I've never traveled so much in my life. So I'm so thankful for that.
Yeah.
And then it got to kind of like 2020, and I remember coming back from Jakarta, and I did VidCon, and I did a show, and I did VidCon. I got home, and they said, okay, like this whole thing is happening with like coronavirus. Like you're gonna have like 2 weeks off, and I was like, okay, cool. 2 weeks off. This is sick. I'm gonna have 2 weeks off. I've just done like 26 different countries. I'm really excited.
What I need.
God, that really came at a good time for you, didn't it?
No, exactly. And I just ordered a new bed. It was a TV bed, by the way, like so good. Not to flex or anything, but like it was TV bed. And I was really excited to have this 2 weeks. Obviously, two weeks turned into like a year. And I had a world tour that got cancelled, and they approached me again. I was like, "Would you like to do Strictly this year?" And I was very and ahhing about it, because I was like, I don't know if I want to.
You're not doing anything.
No, and I didn't know if I wanted to do it yet. And I felt like I was, And then I was like, I'm doing nothing. I'm doing nothing. No one's doing anything. No TV's going on.
That gets all the oldies into you, doesn't it?
Listen, the nans love me. All the nils. All the nils love
the
it.
nans, fuck them.
Sorry. George.
Sorry.
And then I said, yeah, let's do it. And I did Strictly. And it was really hard.
And you was on the same series as like, was it Maisie from EastEnders?
Yeah, Maisie Smith.
Bill Bailey one.
Bill Bailey
I heard some
one.
rumours. Were you?
No, okay, yeah. Everyone thinks that me and Maisie were a thing, right? And I really need to say this as well. Like,
Yeah.
when I got onto the show, I knew that there was gonna be like press because some reason like the press loves
They love it.
Yeah.
They love it.
Like, if you go for a meal with someone, they will snap you outside and say you've shagged. Do you know what I mean? Like, they will.
Right?
They
And
will.
to be fair, that's not far off because people do.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
the
I've always thought that, like, there's no way you can be that close with someone for that many weeks and then not go back to your hotel room and pipe them.
George, I just want to know if he shagged Maisie or not from EastEnders.
I did not. Okay,
Fine.
so me and Maisie, I remember we were laughing because I was like, I remember the first story came out and we were creasing. I was like, how have they suddenly decided that me and like you are like a thing?
Yeah.
So we just started to play on it. Like we were genuinely really, really good mates, and so every week we just like we play on it. People would be like. They'd ask me in interviews like, "Oh, what do you think of Maisie?" And I'd be like, "Oh, you know, she's a really beautiful girl.
Amazing.
She's amazing." And like, she was. But I was feeling to like just for a laugh. And then the next day it would be like really big. Like Harvey says this about like Strictly like youngster.
Any press is good press, really.
Yeah.
So we were just having fun with it. But no, I didn't.
But
No, I didn't.
But was
Sure.
But was there, from your experience, was there other people on Strictly like just beating every night?
George.
I mean that's a certain way to put it.
Yeah.
I mean, no, but like
Talk about
no, but no, I like it. Like no, like beat like yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah. I mean, these are people are dancing and they're getting all up close and personal.
Together, like probably 18 hours a day at least. Like,
but like you get really close with your partners. Like,
I mean, literally.
I just want to put
you're
my hands
getting
up
like body parts in your face constantly.
No, like, and it's a really intimate kind of thing to be a part of. And I just want to say, no, like me and my partner, like me and Jeanette, we're like proper bro and sis. Like, no weird stuff.
Me and Jeanette, you know,
bro
me and Jeanette.
Like she's great, but no, I didn't. But it is quite. I can see how quite like easy it is for people to fall into that.
Yeah.
Into that trap.
Yeah. Okay,
but I
I'm with
didn't.
you. So speaking of Maisie Smith, what I thought we would do is play a game of smash or pass.
Brilliant.
But with soap stars, because I feel like you've got a little thing for soap stars, haven't you?
Yeah, well, my current girlfriend was from Emmerdale.
Yeah.
So maybe you could say, even though I was never with Macy or anything like
Yeah.
I can see.
We're on the right topic.
Yeah, you're on the right topic. I can see why you made a game out of it. So let's do it.
Cool.
Yeah, smash or pass. Right, let me get the names up. George, you got the photos.
I've got the photos.
Okay, right. First one.
Can I make a disclaimer quickly?
Oh, okay.
Mimi, if you're watching this, obviously I wouldn't smash any of them. It's like.
It's a game.
It's a game.
Harvey, it's a game. It's fine.
Game's a podcast.
I'm a good person.
It's a game for the podcast. So, right, guys, for listeners and stuff, Harvey's going to be like showing green or red, smash or pass.
And then he'll say smash
and
or
he'll
pass.
smash it. Yeah, he'll say it.
For you listening at home on Spotify, rate it 5 stars.
Joe, go on, intro. Who is the first person?
First one. Danielle Harold plays Lola Pierce in EastEnders. Smash or pass?
She looks like a really lovely girl. I like her makeup.
It's giving teenage heartthrob. Smash or pass?
So I'm gonna say I'll say smash.
Smash.
Sick.
Shona McGarty plays Whitney Dean in EastEnders. Oh, bit of Whitney.
She looks really lovely, very very pretty. She looks like she'd dominate me. She looks quite scary, but like not because
I agree.
So I would, but that's not saying that you're scared. I'm just saying like
Smash or pass?
Pass.
Fucking hell. Right. God, this man's been media trained to an inch of his life.
I know. I probably
right. Mimi Keane plays Cindy Williams in EastEnders / Ruby Matthews in Sex Education. I already know who this is, and she's fit as fuck.
Yeah. Smash. but obviously, I wouldn't.
Theoretically, hypothetically, yeah.
In another life. In another life.
Fiona Wade plays Priya Shana in Emmerdale.
I know what I'd do.
Yeah, she looks really lovely, and she's got like a nice little leopard print dress on. Because of that, I would say smash because like she looks like a nice girl, good personality.
Oh my God.
Nice girl.
Daisy Campbell plays Amelia Spencer.
He's taking that for me. That he says smash.
George and Harvey
It's a
collective smash. God, you guys and these soap girls, I swear to God. Rosie Bentham plays Gabby Thomas in Emmerdale.
Okay, well, is that
George,
smash?
let Harvey make his own choices.
It's a smash. It's a smash.
because I can't be bothered to raise this paddle. We'll leave it up.
Yeah,
So,
of course. Yeah, that's the old excuse. Yeah. Millie Gibson plays Kelly Nealon in Coronation Street.
She's got a nice necklace on, so I'm going to say smash.
Oh, of course, it's the necklace. Yeah. And next one, Mimi Slinger.
Oh,
Smash or pass?
let me
From Emmerdale.
Let me get out the photo. Mimi Slinger. This one rings a bell, doesn't it? This
No, wait.
does that not? I thought this would not. I'd say pass personally.
I don't know. I'll probably pass that one.
Mimi Slinger, yeah.
Oh, I'm joking. I'm joking.
It's his girlfriend.
Joking. I smash you forever. Not like
No, he would
Jesus
smash you
Christ.
forever.
no,
Literally.
like just.
Oh, God. This got weird.
Smash.
Right. Well, thank you for playing that.
I'm
Looks like someone's in the doghouse this
I'm
weekend.
actually sweating.
Yeah.
I'm actually sweating.
I bet. All for the wrong reasons.
Harvey, I want to ask you, because
Yeah.
I know you've got some good contacts, right?
Okay.
Who is your most famous person in your phone? I know you're just like, oh yeah, I've got
Have
like
you got Beyonce's number?
so and so.
Yeah.
Because I will text.
Yeah. No.
Right now.
No. I wish.
No, I believe you've got some serious people.
Okay. Okay. So before we do that, can we just appreciate my lock screen? It's
Is it Mimi Slinger?
no, it's not. It says 3K a day, abs 10 minutes, chest 3 sets. Not done it once. Not done it a single fucking time.
That is one of the worst lock screens I've ever seen.
I know. I need to change it because I've not done it. Anyway, most famous contact. I mean, I don't. Who would you say?
Who would I say is famous?
Well, like.
I'd say he's mine now. I'd say you're mine.
Shut up.
Who else do I have?
That is a load of bollocks.
I've only got George Clooney all them doing.
No.
Who's mine? Mine's probably GK Barry. Wink.
Hey.
Flirting.
No, seriously, like, you must have some-
Okay. So I've got
Here we go.
Shawn Mendes.
Casual.
Casual.
No, but that's Shawn Mendes.
Shawn Mendes. Okay.
Okay.
I'm with you.
I'm just got Alexandra Burke. Alexandra.
I'm
That's
obsessed.
sick.
I'm
Yeah.
obsessed.
Okay, I'm trying. Connor. Good old Connor. Do you not want him on? Do you not want him on the podcast, or do I?
I might have lipped his girlfriend in
Actually-
Ibiza.
Oh.
Might have lipped his girlfriend.
His sister. That was weird. His sister.
Okay. I've got. I've got Jojo Siwa.
No.
Jojo.
He'd
Yeah.
be great
Jojo.
on my side of the pod. Tell you that.
Jojo Siwa.
Have you got Jacob in there?
Jacob Sartorius.
Your twin.
Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah,
You're the better twin. You're the better twin.
No, I'm not. Jacob.
Do you know what, George? Remember when we played that game where we prank call people? It would have been so much better if Harvey's phone than ours.
No,
wouldn't
because
it?
I wouldn't want him
Do you know
to
what?
get blocked.
I actually would be scared if you guys got hold of my
Yeah,
phone.
no,
'Cause I'm
I-
actually Millie Bobby Brown, Mimi Webb.
Millie Bobby, whoa. Why are you skipping past Millie Bobby Brown? That's huge.
Yeah, well, I hate this. Makes me feel like I'm such a but
That's sick.
I've known Millie for a few years, and she's amazing.
She's sound,
She is
isn't
so talented.
That's really
Like,
sick, though.
I think she's like. And she's
She
going to be one of
looks
the biggest.
so good as well.
And she's going to be one of the biggest actors on the planet.
Yeah.
Well, she already is, but she's so cool.
Yeah, I love her.
And
Millie Bobby Brown,
Even
that's massive.
like I went to her 18th birthday party, and it was so cool.
Really?
And I was like, yeah, it was like the coolest party I've ever seen. It was like Alice in Wonderland themed.
Oh, was it?
Sick.
Yeah, and there was some like.
God, I bet you've been some parties.
It was really cool. Do you know what? Actually, not that many. I'm really boring. I'm really boring.
I mean, judging by your contact list.
Yeah,
nah.
I beg to
To be fair,
differ.
I don't even know how I've got these people
Me sat here like I got my mum, my dad, my nan.
Oh, I've got
George.
Oh, my keys.
Oh, his keys have gone.
Your case. What is that to? You fucking BMW.
Yeah, actually,
George's show,
you know
mate.
it is. Do you know what?
Yeah, also, I wanted to ask, because I know you would have met a lot of famous people.
Yeah.
What's probably the most famous person you've ever met?
Well, I've met Sir Paul McCartney from the Beatles.
Wow.
That's very,
that
very
was
famous.
like, and this sounds so mad, but it was in LA, and obviously I didn't grow up on the Beatles music. Okay.
Yeah.
So obviously you know how famous these people are, and the absolute legend. I mean, he had the most number ones ever, so he's royalty. But obviously I didn't grow up listening to him, so
Yeah.
like I wasn't obviously like starstruck how I would be if I was to meet someone that I've been watching. On
So
Love
who
Island
would you be
or something.
starstruck by?
People not on Love Island. No, but you know what I'm saying? I'm setting the bar.
The bar is low.
The bar is low. No, but
The
like,
bar, we know Danica if you want around. Do you know what I mean?
no, but it's more just like the people that you watch and you know and you love. Right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so Maddie,
Jepson.
Yes.
Yeah.
like when I first met her, that's the most starstruck I've ever been with meeting someone.
You're Maddie Jepson.
I'm being dead serious. No, I'll tell you
She
why.
love you.
No, I do. Like she's so great, and we spoke quite a lot. But I'll tell you why, because
She's great though.
I love
She's
her.
great.
I love her stuff, and I watch and I like her TikToks, and obviously I watch yours as well. Like, I got starstruck when I met you guys, but I'm just saying, like with her, like I was just like, this is so cool. Like I really like her. But yeah, Paul McCartney, that was like the most like biggest.
Fuck me, yes, mental.
Yeah.
So who's your dream person to like have a song with? If that have a song with is a really bad term.
No, but like
to sing with.
Like,
I
mean, I would love.
You've had like a song with Topic. He's your most recent. Steve. How do you say his second name?
Steve Aoki.
Aoki. Right.
He's still about. When I went to Vegas, he was doing all the residencies.
That's what I mean. So you've had some songs with some like
Big people.
Big people.
I mean,
Steve Aoki's great.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. So obviously, I know how big Steve Aoki is.
Yeah.
But I was in. I did the song with him, and I went out to LA and we did the music video, and we went to Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh, did you?
And then on the wall was his DJ decks, and like obviously you've got all these like crazy, you know, these mega famous people, and I was like, wait,
shit,
I've literally just come from like a music video with him. Like, it was just like
crazy. 360 moment.
Yeah, like I'm so lucky.
Yeah.
But I'd love to have like a song with. This will never happen. I'm just gonna touch.
Manifest.
You actually never know. Like I'd love to one day. I mean, there's so many, but there's loads. I mean, I'd love to write a song with Ed Sheeran. Just write a song. With him. So I know how like, and he seems like a really nice guy.
What about? Would you do a song with a feature with Nicki Minaj?
Yeah.
Yeah, banging.
Do it for you.
Thank you.
Literally for Joe.
Yeah, I'd do it for you.
No, that'd be a banging. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, I don't think she probably would do one with me. But I mean,
for the bag, she'll do anything.
To be fair, for the bag, she did one for Jessie. No.
Yeah, the boys song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which actually socially did well.
Listen,
you know what I mean? It was everywhere.
I was giving it some with the
old shoulder.
The old shoulder bang. So like, no, fair play.
Yeah.
So I mean, I would. Yeah,
I'm more into female singers, like pop stars. George is more into like obviously gays.
Would you ever do a song with someone like Ardy or something?
I mean, this is the thing, yeah. This is the question you should be asking.
2 mentions in the same pod. It's almost like you want him on your side.
Would he want to do a song with me? That's the thing. And no, like obviously, because like he's cool and he's rap stuff.
But you could do like the chorus, you know, like back in the day. Like on my iPod Nano players, you had the rappers and then you had the chorus.
No, it's a bit
like NWC. Like I'll be Talisa, I'll do the singing.
Yeah. Do you know
and then he can do the
rapping. Do you know what? You and Ardy would be a bit like Ed Sheeran and Stormzy sort of vibe. So you've got a rapper
what's
and
that
then you've got
Ed Sheeran song recently? Was that a thing? That was a song, wasn't it?
My G.
Yeah, that one.
My G.
Yeah.
See, I know I could rely on him.
I think you could do that really well.
Have you ever met Ardy and stuff? Like,
do you know what? You really want to talk about
third name drop on Ardy on the podcast? Go ahead, George.
You got a story about him.
Fancy him.
You said you got a story.
No, I've got a story. No, we met him. Well, you met him as well. I saw him at the boxing, the KSI fight.
Yes.
And he was just in front of me.
Did you fangirl?
No, I was like, oh, that's Ardy. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Like, because he's like done really well. And then all I can remember is someone saying, "Oi, Ardy, like, bro, can you sit down?" Because he was stood up filming,
Right.
and he just turned around and went, "No, mate." And that was that. And I was like, to be fair,
I rate that so much.
He's answered the person's question.
Oh,
like he didn't.
I rate that.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? He took it on the chin.
He's
like,
me
nah.
after a bottle of wine.
Yeah,
that is me.
That's what I'm saying. Just
I would do the same.
No, to be fair, I met
you're good.
Ardy at the Misfits boxing and he was very nice. But
Yeah,
I would
really
like
nice
him on the podcast.
So this is a PSA to Ardy. Get on it. So George likes boxing. I'm assuming you like it because you went. Would you ever fight each other in the ring?
This is what I was going to get on to.
Oh, well, I've asked it.
Well, I just had I had a meeting with a couple of people and stuff, and I said like it would be cool to do.
Would you fight George?
And we're
Would I fight George? Listen,
I feel like if you want to get rid of the whole like squeaky,
squeaky
clean thing
clean.
in between you, beat each other
can
up.
I say something? Ever since I got this tattoo on my neck, I thought, do you know what? I could smash the shit out of someone.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I could beef you. Like you're a really nice guy, but if I had to, I could beef you.
I think when I look at you, I get it. You're a bit stocky. You're a bit smaller. I think you're a bit like a Jack Russell. Like I can see why you've got the anger in you, but I think I'd lay you out.
I disagree. I don't agree. I don't think you'd lay me out at all.
I actually reckon I would.
Okay, fine. Well, let's settle it in the ring.
Shall we just do it?
I think we should. Shake on it.
No, I actually could. I've actually no. Go on.
Go.
No, I can't.
Go on.
Can I? No, look,
Go on.
No, do you know what? I've never had a fight in my life.
He's a lover, not a fighter.
Listen,
you know what? All I'd say is first time for everything. George's never done it.
I've never had a fight.
I've had a fight. I've had a fight.
It
was a fight by default kind of thing. I kicked someone in the stomach while they were already down. But I've been in a fight.
But that's a fight.
That's assault.
So you've assaulted someone. Yeah.
That's assault.
When was this? How old was you?
Yeah, that was in a club.
It was Chicago's in Chelps and I was 18. Leave me alone.
And you booted someone.
They called my friend fat.
Not rightfully so. No, I just rightfully you should have booted them.
Yeah.
No, but
anyway, what I'm saying is it's in you. It's always.
I've never had a fight. You've never had a fight. We're kind of the same height. You might be.
What if you came around and shat on your carpet? You're obviously very precious about your carpet.
If I pissed on your carpet or didn't wipe over your sofa,
do you know
there's
what I mean?
beef. There's beef.
If you pissed on my sofa, it's a stain-free sofa.
Right, well, we know what's going on.
It wouldn't matter. Okay, it wouldn't matter.
He's really into this stain-free sofa.
Okay, so
no, I couldn't fight my way out of a paper bag, so I just don't think that I would like.
Okay.
You would beat.
We gotta get Hardy on. We'll get it.
Get Hardy on.
We'll get it set up.
We've actually got a story about Maya Jama, didn't we, Joe? Which is quite cool.
Yeah, we do.
Well, it's not cool for me.
Well, I was steaming at the NCAs, right? Because basically, we had a bit of a rough start to the night. George backed me up. I can't really speak much about it, but it wasn't a great start to the night.
Can you just give me like a little understanding of why?
We met some people who we thought we were friends with.
Yeah, and they were quite mean to us. So then we thought, oh God, it kind of set the tone a bit weird, basically.
Yeah.
So then during each ad break, we were like, let's hit the bar. Our agency were there buying us drinks. Thought, you know what, why
Happy
not?
days.
Free drinks.
I was mixing the drinks. It weren't going well. Then the after party was happening, wasn't it? So went on to this, there was a carpeted bit, wasn't there, between the two places. Maya Jama's in front of me, right? Obviously, under the influence of a lot of alcohol, I thought, fuck it. I'm just going to shout a name. Grab her, right? I'm one of them. I'm loud.
So you shouted and grabbed?
I was like, Maya! I was like, come here. We was like having a chat. I was like, look, I said, so gassed you doing Love Island.
Yeah.
I said, like, obviously stunning. Like, mum loves you. Always what I say to like people that I know my mum loves. Mum loves you. Like, can I get a photo? Got a photo. George stood at the sidelines. I thought, I'll get George a photo as well.
Yeah.
Something came over me, and sometimes when I'm a little bit nervous, like I've had a drink, I just come out with stuff. It's like, you know.
Yeah, you say stuff to fill the gaps, and you just say, and you think, why did I say that?
So I just went, how do you feel about taking a 19-year-old's virginity?
Oh my God.
Her face
You didn't.
Her face went, and I went, anyway, my brother would like a photo. So then I just brought George on. George is literally...
Did you hear that?
I heard it all. And I was the one saying
like... Maya going like this, like...
I was like this.
And then, and then that was it pretty much.
Yeah. Oh,
and then bumped into boy George, a couple of meters up the carpet.
Yeah.
And George is also steaming. He goes, oh, he's like, my mum named me after you. I thought, no, she fucking didn't.
Listen, I respect that. No, the amount of times I say, like when I say, like meet people, and I'm like, listen, I love your music, and I never heard a song.
It's when you're a bit pissed, you're like,
you didn't say anything.
I was named after George Michael, but I saw Boy George and I thought, this is my opportunity. I went, my mum named me after you. Like, oh my God, we love you.
And he literally looked at George and said like, thanks.
He looked me up and down and he went, thanks. So I was like,
you know what weird? I've got a story about both of them.
Yeah. Hit me with the Maya.
No, it was really quick. It was at the NTAs with the Boy George.
Oh, really?
It was at the NTAs. No, was it? Yeah, with the NTAs. And I was waiting in line to get pictures on the red carpet.
Really?
You know, and I was stood there waiting, and obviously, and then Boy George came, like, just obviously there was like quite a long line of people, and he came straight through and cut to the front, and he turned around and he said, I'm really, really sorry. I've been made to cut in front, like please don't think I'm about. I was like, no.
Yeah.
I was like, your Boy George, you do whatever you want, like
with your big old hats.
And then it was the hat, and I just saw his hat, and it's fucking massive. So that's when I met. Well, I didn't meet Boy George, but that was like a brief encounter. And then Maya Jama, really most random thing ever. But I actually remember being in a kitchen with me and Maya Jama and Emily Atack, fixing the world until like 3 o'clock in the morning. And that's
weirdest afters I've ever heard.
No, but it's like
just say you had a threesome and go.
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Do you know what I mean?
I did not. But like they
Emily Atack.
Yeah.
4 fishy. Oh, that's what Katie Price said. I didn't say that. That's just a quote.
Oh, is that what?
Do you remember that when Katie Price went on set? I think it was a video online. And she was like, an Emily Atack, blah, blah, 4 fishy. And now me and my mates always say 4 fishy. I saw a TikTok recently, by the way. I've got to bring this up.
Go on.
And it was back in 2020, you and Olivia Neill, and I want to get to the bottom of what was going on.
Did anything happen? Was it a thing? Was it just internet rumors?
First, Olivia Neill is like so cool. And we met. She actually came over from Ireland, and I was single, and I think I messaged her and was like, oh, let's chill. Let's hang out. If you want someone to hang out with, just come over.
Let's drink Guinness together.
Yeah.
W Riz.
Yeah, and then we ended up just like kind of seeing each other and just kind of like a thing for like a month, and it was like really cool. Like I think Olivia's great.
And how did it die out then? Because you said it was for a month. Like what happened?
I had to go on. That's when I went on Strictly Come Dancing.
Oh, fine. So you were too busy doing the salsa to commit.
So I was giving the salsa.
Yeah.
Strictly
your hips were going, and you thought, you know what?
Strictly cock-blocked him. All right.
But yeah, and then that
So you
was
went from Olivia to Maisie, and you thought,
I didn't go to Maisie. I promise. Yeah. So that was me and Olivia.
Fine.
But
fair enough.
yeah, she's great and she's smashing it. So yeah.
And so are you, man. So look, that is today's pod. We just want to say thank you for coming on.
Oh, mate.
thank you for coming on to George's side.
We know you don't do a lot of pods, but we've enjoyed having you on, like very much so.
Honestly.
You had a good time?
Honestly, because I could chat for hours.
We loved it.
And we will be.
It's
Once these cameras turn off, we'll be chatting for many, many hours.
Yeah. To outro today's pod, because we were auditioning for a new co-host because George is being annoying.
Yeah.
We're going to get HRVY to look at camera one.
And tell them to rate us 5 stars on Spotify.
Okay. Guys, if you enjoyed this podcast, please give it a big thumbs up and rate it 5 stars on Spotify. We greatly appreciate it.
You're hired.
See, HRVY.
And make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube.
Guys,
follow us all on socials. Check out the Not My Bag TikTok. And we will see you again next week.
HRVY, thank you very much, my man.
Thank you,
HRVY.
Thank you, HRVY.
HRVY.
So good.
Thank you, guys. See you later.
Bye.